All right, so hey,
Just get it.
15 years of Africa, that's wild, man. It's flown by.
Yeah, man, it's amazing. I'm so blessed. 15 years, and it's been what a ride. You know what I mean? Since we first put out Africa, and it took over the world. We were like number one in like 10 different countries. We were top three in Canada for 48 weeks on the Billboard charts. Life is incredible.
Yeah, I've wanted to ask you this for years, but everyone knows the original Africa by Toto. How did it work for you back then as an artist? Like, was there a lot you had to jump through to get that sample, or was it like was Toto like, hey, that's cool, man?
So much, man. It took me 2 years to get the rights to it. A lot of money up front as well, and a lot of fighting. And this is when I was a young artist that had no money, that had no team. So I sort of DIY'd it as well at the time. I acted like my manager, saying, "Hey, I'm Karl Wolf's manager. My name is Derek Ross." I just came up with any name, and it worked. It took 2 years, and here we are. And David Page recently, who's one of the writers of from the band, told me that my version was one of his favorite, and he gave me a compliment on the ad libs and now how I turned it into sort of a dance hall feel. I mean, that's the biggest compliment because I'm the biggest Toto fan. Like I love Africa.
And your verses in that are so catchy. Like there's parts of the song that you added to it. I hear the original. I'm like, man, Carl's verse is missing from it now. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was for a different generation, man. I didn't think that the new generation would get the original because the original is it's softer, it's slower. But I knew how to, I knew the clubs. I would be going in the clubs. I knew what people were feeling, kind of the dance hall hip hop thing, and I twisted into that. And remember at the beginning, labels didn't sign it, or record labels didn't think it was anything. The same version that became number one everywhere, they thought they passed on because I knew that it had such a vibe to it, and it finally worked. So